When you strive, other people will strive too. I remember a friend of mine in school. It was our graduation year, and he was like literally depressed and frustrated and completely down because all the pressure of the school was hitting upon him, and he like barely could handle it anymore. But because I was in my face, in my authentic power face and whatever. There was one day where I talked to him, like randomly. I didn't even want it to be like a deep talk or something. I just went up to him with my happy energy and told him, brother, listen. All of this will come to an end. Now it doesn't matter what happened. Just put your defense up and just let the hits hit your defense, and then in the end you can give a hook back, and that's how we win. It was just spontaneously out of my ADHD whatever. You know what happened after this? Literally in every exam we wrote and we sat next to each other, we looked at each other and did this as a sign of, yo, just put your defense high and get through it. At the end of the year, when we graduated, he graduated, I graduated. He literally wrote me a message out of nowhere. He wrote me a message where he said, "Bro, I swear to God, your mindset with the defense high pushed me through this year, and I'm so glad that I made it." And I saw this message, I was like, damn, I have shivers right now when I'm speaking about. Literally something I came up with out of just my authenticity, out of my literally helped a friend to push himself through this year, which was pretty hard for all of us, I guess. Isn't this beautiful? I'm not telling this to say how great I am or to flex or whatever. The point is, as the title of this video, when you strive, others around you strive too. When you are in this energy, in this authenticity, in this real self, when you are grounded, you are like a magnetic field, and you pull others into your magnetic field, and they can feel your energy, your vibe, your authenticity. So when you are going up, you can pull the people with you upwards. Because this is what I call the flow of authenticity. Have you ever felt a person enter the room or be somewhere, and you could literally see the person and feel like this person is actually a pretty cool person. They have something special. You cannot explain what it is, but you can say it, you can tell there is something. This is the flow of authenticity. This is the thing that when people see you, they can literally sense. They cannot explain what it is, but they can sense this guy, this girl has something, and they're more likely to like you. Why is that? Because you have no guards up. You're literally completely vulnerable. You're there, completely authentic, completely yourself. You don't hide anything. And people feel it. People can feel this. Most people, like everyone has this flow, but because of most people, in most people, this flow is blocked. Because of anxiety, because of insecurities, because of worries, overthinking, especially overthinking. And it's okay to like feel bad sometimes, to overthink sometimes, but it's not good to be controlled by it, because as long as you're controlled by it, your flow is blocked. Your flow of authenticity is blocked. And the modern world, unfortunately, is designed to block this flow of authenticity. When we go on social media, do you ever feel good when you see bad news on the internet? Do you ever feel good when you see some Instagram models, influencers who have everything you desire, and seem to have the perfect life and you don't have it, have you ever actually looked at all of this and felt happy afterwards? Have you ever actually felt good afterwards? I believe you don't feel good afterwards. I believe even though you might suppress it and not admit it, every time you see bad news of successful people, whatever, you feel this, you have this weird feeling inside of you where you feel bad. I bet you have this. I bet you have this. That's what's blocking the flow of authenticity. Those weird feelings, this overthinking, all this worry. If the modern world is like that, and if most people, the majority of people, has a blocked flow, and the majority of people is actually depressed in their own head, overthinking, why not? Why should you not be the guy? Why should you not be the girl who actually is different and brings light into the dark? As with my example, my friend there, he was in the darkness, he was overthinking, he was anxious, he was worried. He started to doubt himself. I came, I didn't have the intention actually to do it, but I'm glad I did it. I came and brought some light into his world. I strived so he could strive. Why should not you be the person who brings light into the dark by striving by yourself, by striving, by being authentic, by pushing through, by flowing? You need the flow of authenticity. You need the flow. When you don't need validation, when you don't need anyone to actually see you and appreciate you because you already like yourself, you're already authentic, you can put the spotlight on others. When you need all of this, when your ego is controlling you, you need all the spotlight. Everyone has to see you, everyone needs to give you attention. But when you don't need all of this, you can literally put the spotlight on other people who actually need it because they're consumed by the darkness. Lift people up with your authentic energy. And of course, you have to break through first, through your comfort zones, through your own darkness to be authentic. But once you are authentic, you can lift others up by your authentic energy, just by being yourself, just by being honest. You know, you can actually have much greater impact on the people around you and on the world than you think. I have never thought that I would have such a big impact on my friends by this joke. I've never thought that I would have such a great impact on him. But I feel so good that I could help him break out of your own shell so others can follow you.